よく考えたらダンデリオンはここをどうやって通ったんだろう。ついてこなくていいよ。キャバレー。ついに筆者は自由となった。自由の美酒がこれほどまでに美味であるとは想像だにしていなかった。すぐにさまざまなごちそうに舌鼓を打ったが、残念ながら筆者の口は一箇所しかなかった。筆者は起きている間に加え、眠っている時間の一部ですらも生を感じられる行為に費やした。やりたいことはいくらでもあったが、時間が足らなかったのだ。ゲラルトは常に筆者の頼りになる真の友人であったため、筆者は彼の手を借りることにして、彼は快くそれを受け入れてくれた。いや、まだ受け入れてねえんだよ。まだ受け入れてねえのよ。ていうか2つあるね。びっくりマン。何？
The last individual who tried to come in on my business, it took them a month to find him. Am I being clear, Chive?
What's the fuss about?
Chive.
Can you not treat me as a bit of healthy competition?
Why are you even talking to him, Duke? I've always maintained 2 smashed knees are worth 1,000 words.
Oh, get out! Glad you came.
来ましたよ。何か問題か？
There a problem?
A problem? There's some kind of problem here, Jake.
ちょうど今話が決裂したところなんだ。
Just wanted you to meet my new pals before the bugger the fuck off. Because we're just parting, right?
We'll have our reckoning yet, Chive. Soon.
逃げていった。
Some flea-ridden mutant got you scared, Duke.
飲みはいない。
Just say the word. I'll take care of him. Take a peek at what he's got inside, then make the midget eat it. Sound good?
Next time, Earl. Let's go.
Right. Don't show your hides round here ever again. Well, that puts me up to the neck in fucking shit without the shovel.
友達？
Shady, those guys. Who were they?
Puffed up fish bladders, Duke. Word does he's out to be the new horse son junior, but the bugger's missing a hell of a lot. Specifically coin, influence, men, and class.
And the other?
Errol. A scumjug like few others. Skin of my arse twitches at the sight of him.
シベリ
Back
の
at Mahakal,
ソ
they
ベ
said sow buggers like that down the coalface with a bundle of powder and a leaky lamp.
ケツが敏感なんだな。
What's this all about? Doing business with them?
Exactly the plowing opposite. You see, Geralt, old pal.
About to ask me for help, aren't you?
The thing is, I sort of kind of owe a wee sum to a mutual acquaintance, Francis Bedlam, the king of beggars. To pay off the debt, I've made up my mind to get serious about Gwent.
グエン
Getting better by the minute.
Not the playing of it, mind you, but the cards themselves. Rarest of them fetch princely sums these days. Sadly, that's not exactly
俺に売ってくれよ。
knowledge. Got a buyer in heat for my collection, missing just 3 cards. But Duke's dregs are all over my arse, so... What do you say, get out?
手伝ってやろ
Fine. We'll try to hunt down those cards. Which ones you need?
Fringilla, Vigo, Isengrim, and John Natalis. Devilish hard to get hold of. Duke's been trying too, hasn't had any luck.
う。あ、グエントのクエス
Wait,
トか。
you don't even know where to look for these cards?
Nah, it's not as bad as that. I'm betting Zed's got them. He quit fencing recently, only deals in cards now. Unfortunately, the arsewipe won't talk to me. Not after I bought a one-of-a-kind Scoia'tael card out from under his nose. Would you be good to see him?
Zed. Sounds familiar.
Big fish in the card pond. Has a shop along the south wall. And thank you, Geralt. I actually think I stand to pay off this debt now.
No problem. See you later, Zoltan.
ザルタン。危険なゲーム。まあ今回はローズマリータイ。
To be a purveyor of cheap corn and watered down wine.
Hey, I can't control what I inherit.
But you can control what you do with it.
I know.
For heroic deeds.
I know, which is exactly why I'm
ここも
considering.
召喚になるのか。
You always
あ、ルードゥいるじゃん。ルードゥ出ていっちゃった。
things, Dudu?
So, I suppose. Might have been days in the past when I'd have said, wonderful. But I can't complain. I'm in one piece. Not bound to a stake atop a pyre.
ここを離れたくはないの
Ever considered leaving? Forgetting Novigrad altogether?
What for? To pass from the frying pan into the fire? The war's not yet crept here. Famine's not kicked at our door.
マシな方だよね。
Future's looking rosy.
But you don't have to be human. Maybe you could try something else.
I've assumed many forms over the years, and in spite of all, life as a human has proven most interesting. After all, you humans rule the world.
飯もうまいしな。カリブメンチでいるのはどんな気分
Gotta admit, your manga, it's a brilliant
見た
impersonation.
ことないなくない
Don't remind me. I'm rather disgusted.
Come on, he wasn't all out terrible.
You understand nothing. A Doppler assumes more than a man's external
へ
appearance.
え、変身するとそういう
A
風になるん
scoundrel
だ。
lad knocking about in his head. Once I became him, not an hour passed before I felt the urge to break a sorceress's fingers. After two, I caught myself lusting to impale someone, and immediately after that, it hit me. The paranoid fear of a Doppler conspiracy.
へえ、だから銀のゴブレットなんか持ってたんだね。
Dudu, tell me. The halfling Biberveld goes from being a prosperous merchant to being a pauper. How?
Prefer the long version or the short?
Short, please.
The war.
I was under the impression merchants grow fat on wars.
Some do, but I've a serious personality flaw. I'm honest. I could not reap
Honest.
profits from the suffering of others. I paid taxes. I never cooked my books. And then a ship full of my goods sank. I pulled through somehow, but then a second fell prey to Skelligan raiders, rendering me insolvent. When inflation hit and interest rates rose, I, at long last, fell.
じゃあね。
Take care of yourself, Dudu.
Oh, those bigots haven't the cunning to strip me of this mask.
ドゥドゥなんでこれがドゥドゥの本当の姿なのかな。ドッペルに本当の姿っていうのはあるの
I'm a material girl. I'd give you a discount for her
あ、ダンディリオン。
What was that about?
She spat in my face. Or might as well have. Called me a whoremonger and a witless hack. Can you imagine? Wit is my forte.
Gotta say, Priscilla's really growing on me.
Save it.
And why don't you save your pouting? Prove to her she's wrong.
Exactly what I plan to do. I've always dreamed of having my own cabaret. A bit of paint
Cabaret.
and plaster, and this place will do splendidly.
なんかキャバレーで行くと昭和みたいなイメージ。
Need a coin. So, if you happen to get a break between drowners and ekamajigs, maybe you can help an old friend
エ
out.
キムーって何なんでキャバレーを
Where do you get this cabaret idea?
It's been a dream for years. Ever since we went to see one in Oxenford. Remember? The dancer hanging from the chandelier? And once she was completely downside up, she called you over and...
I remember.
覚えてんな。
How could you forget? And this place will be even better, I promise.
はあ、
That is, of course, if I can scrounge together the funds for some remodeling.
これに何ができんすか
How can I help you?
I dated this girl once, Sophronia. That's a name if you can believe it. Has a merchant for a father, importer of spices from Zerrikania. And Daddy Dear would never refuse his daughter Dear a thing. We can borrow the coin from her.
ソプロニア
Name
聞き
rings
覚
a
えがあ
bell.
る。
Isn't this the woman you abandoned without saying a word? Stepped out for a bottle of wine, never to return?
じゃあ無理だろ。
Bought that wine for a reason.
Long time ago, that.
Been away a while, sure. Which is why I need
ダンデ
to
ィリオンっ
draw
て
on
何
your
歳
authority. You've got some, you know. No matter what you might think.
何をすればいいんですか
Fine. Tell me what you want. Got a feeling you've a plan all cooked up.
Sophronia could still be holding a grudge after our unfortunate parting. But with a touch of help from you, I know she'll forgive me.
その後また捨てるんだろ
Give me that loan.
What's this help entail?
First of all, we need to borrow a dull sword from Madame Arena, one of her props. You know, the kind they use during performances? Get that, then meet me outside Sophronia's house.
で、お前は何をする？
Let's say I agree and go see Madame Arena. What will you be doing in the meantime?
Something I have to finish. But I promise I'll do it before you come back with the sword.
なんで情報を小出しにするんだ？分かったよ。
Fine, but
Geralt, the only butts in this plan will be the ones filling my seats. It'll work, you'll see.
検討した
Get
だ
the
けだろ。
sword from Madame Arena and meet me outside Sophronia's at sunset.
はあ、ソフロニアン。
what's he schemed up this time?
何を企んでるんだっていうか、捨てた女に金を借りようとするってすごい神経だな。あれ、どっちに行けばいいんだ？あ、こっちか。こっちでいいんだ。
Got my eye on you.
ね、もうなんかワインを買いに行くと嘘をついて消えるってもう完全にひもしぐさだもん。ひもしぐさだよ。得体の知れん男。ダンディリオンってもうほんとゲラルトとお似合いの友達同士だね。
I read one look is all it takes to get scabs.
目が合っただけで映る。スケリッティには海賊がいっぱいいんの。当たり前だとか言ってんの。あ、ここか。ほい。
So good to see you.
小道具が必要
Got
な
a
んだ。
request. Need to borrow one of your props. One of the swords you use for stage battles.
Whatever do you need that for?
I don't know, but Dandelion claims it's essential.
Oh, yes. I suspected Master Dandelion might have a hand in this. I certainly hope you don't aim to compete with me. Voilà.
Thanks.
な
I'll
ん
try
か
not
こ
to
の世
damage
界
it.
の
So long.
女たちみんな目の周りが黒くて怖い。モド刀を装備すればいいのかな。
Everywhere.
装備しなかったらどうなるんだろうっていうのが気になって仕方ないんだけど。勃剣なら倉庫に入れてるんだけどね。ローザあら。おいおいおいおいおいおい。はい。お前ら俺の弁当になってんのよな、完全に。弁当なのよ。ハムサンドイッチ補給員になってんのよ、完全に。襲ってくるホワソンの部下と襲ってこないホワソンの部下ってどう違うの？てかホワソンもう死んだんだからホワソンの部下も名乗れなくない？こっちか。
Got my eye on you.
夜になんないといけない。あれ？瞑想しようかと思ったら。
Ah, finally made it. Listen, here's the plan. Sophronia loves adventure-filled romance novels. I can be a hero in her eyes if I can just save her from a bandit.
やだよ。
I'll have her eating out of my hand, and there's no way she'll begrudge me that loan.
Want me to be the bandit?
Knew you'd see the sense in it right away.
そりゃ無理だ。
Dandelion, this is not gonna work.
It will. You'll see.
見たくな
Written
い
your
の。
lines already.
You've written what?
So you know what to say during the performance. Here, Andrew Mask, put it on. Sophronia can't recognize you.
いや、髪型と
No time.
目と
Sophronia's coming.
髪。
Stick to the plan. We'll meet at the Rosemary in the morning.
セリフ？いや、セリフ俺が読ん
Stop
でない。
right there.
What is this? Help!
かわいいね。セリフを読む。
Tremble, flaxen-haired wench. Bow before the Prince of Thieves.
Not so fast. Drop your sword, scoundrel. This is your first and last warning.
すごい変な
Tis I,
仮面。
though the scum of the city call me the Crimson Avenger.
真っ赤な間抜けの間違いだ。
Crimson asshole.
Silence, vermin! You shall regret the day you were born. I've been hit! Ow!
To the house, quickly! He shan't get us there! Eternal fire, what do you want from us? Leave us be!
This rogue will soon run off. I'm sure of it. He wouldn't chance getting caught by the
レベ
guards.
ル1だったな。
Would he?
まあこれで仲良くなるんじゃない？逆に。間違えた。プリングレープ意外にないから取っとこうと思ったのに、ここのやつ取れねえ。まあいいやもう。あれ登れねえ。もういいや。登らなくてよかったっていうか、ソフロニアと仲良くしろよ。まあ、かっこよく助けるのはロマンだろうけど、結局情けなく迫った方がいいよ。お前みたいな男は情けないんだから。情けないところが可愛いみたいな感じのキャラでしょ、どうせ。お前人かけらもかっこいいとか絶対思われてないから。なる人って面白いとかさ、そういうキャラだよ。3人いるはずなのに2人しかいなかったから、多分労働の関係で遅れて1人だけここに召喚されたんだろうな。かわいそう。
There's been a misunderstanding. You're here too early.
We agreed to meet today, so we've come today. Supplies are all hauled in and the crew's raring to work.
はあ。
We'll start just as soon as our lovely directress gets round to deciding on the decoration.
But Dandelion doesn't even have the coin to pay you.
Turns out he does now, or soon will. At any rate, he's working
女
on
を
it.
騙してな。っていうかゲラルトヒゲ伸びてきたな。
So will you finally decide what style you want for this interior?
どんな候補があるんだ？
What are our choices?
Master Dandelion said he was torn between boudoir style.
ブドワール？
Promised to
どんなん？
let us know his choice as soon as we arrived. Now we're here, but no decision's been made. And the lady's horribly surprised she's to choose. Though apparently this whole renovation's for her sake.
ブドワール風にしようぜ。
Well, it's not for me. Now, would you please decide where I bust a vessel?
I've no idea what Dandelion is. Go. You've known him long. Say something.
君が決めろ。
Sure, I've known him longer, but he's never so much as changed his socks for me. Never mind commissioning a full-blown renovation. He's doing this for you, clearly. You should decide.
Both our lives have revolved around the stage, and cabaret's a form of theatre, in a way. Fine. Let's do the theatre decor. I certainly hope it'll be to his liking.
A wonderful choice it is. At last. Gentlemen, you're done lollygagging. Get to work.
Well, well. Guess this cabaret's the real thing.
Ever since Dandelion inherited this place, he's talked about it constantly. I just never expected him to take action. And so quickly.
Who knows? Might even settle down now. He'll have to keep an eye on the business. Who would have known?
Despite what people say about him, Dandelion approaches life very rationally.
マジで。 まあ俺もそう思うって言っとくか。
True enough. Adheres to the principle that a life enjoyed is a life well lived.
You needn't mock.
I'm not. I mean that. Nothing wrong with the principle. Dandelion just knows how to enjoy life. It's a good thing.
Dandelion can also be responsible. He always pays anyone who works for him on time, and he's never missed a performance.
でもワインを買いに行くって言
Your
って
opening won't be the first. He's still not here.
女を捨てるやつだろ。
He said as soon as he got the coin, he'd go see Polly, our choreographer. She's missed the last few rehearsals. I certainly hope he's not gotten into trouble.
絶対巻き込まれてるでしょ。
Anything's possible with Dandelion. Let me see if I can't find him.
ゲラルトのひげが突然伸びたような感じがするんだけど。ダンデリオンを見つける。どこにいんだよ。クエストマーカーは知ってる感じだけどな。どっかでスマキにされてんじゃないのか。っていうかこうやってさ、炎の教団の締め付けが激しい時にさ、そんなアホみたいなことする。何してんの？俺を殺していけ。女郎兵じゃないの？あれそう、なんで知ってるわけ？ウケる。そこに行ったこと、その店に行ったことがあるってことじゃん。
What's the ruckus about?
Polly and her half-brained fiance. They're fighting. She's the only one in this town who knows anything about choreography, and that lummox won't let her work for me.
キャバクラだもん。
Hold on. What are you doing here?
お前が
We
こ
were
こ
gonna
で
meet
何
at
し
the
てるんだ？
Rosemary.
We were, but you didn't show. Priscilla started to worry, so I came to see how you were doing.
Priscilla started worrying about me? That's so nice.
Less for
心
her
配
than
を
for
かけ
you,
て
I'm sure. So
嬉
let's
しがる
get
の。
back.
Did you not hear what's going on in there? We've gotta help Polly. Why do beautiful women always end up
プリ
with
シラの話
such
か。
dicks?
No idea. Stand back. I'll break the door down.
Wait, do we have to destroy her house? She keeps a spare key around here somewhere.
なんで合鍵があると知ってん
How
の？
would you know she keeps a spare key around here?
It's not as if we started working together yesterday. Before Polly joined forces with Hubio,
You'd visit her? Often?
I'd hide out here while Priscilla and Polly rehearsed at the Rosemary and Thyme. They worked on the dance numbers I composed.
So, Polly's not one of your...
I never mix business and pleasure.
The one exception being Priscilla.
Who you were just saying is worried about us. So enough of the chatter and start looking.
はいはい、鍵を探しましょう。
Fine. Let's find the key.
こんなのにっていうかめっちゃあるじゃん。
Damn it.
ここじゃん。どい
Now,
て。
where would she leave?
Not here.
あ、ここにはないの？なんで赤く示したの？あ、ポリーの家の鍵じゃん。
The key.
はい、立って早く。はい。
Whoa! What the devil's this? Get out of my house!
Watch it, and leave the woman alone.
What the... She's my betrothed.
But I'm not your property.
その通
I
り。
love her. I'll not let her sway her ass in his brothel.
Whoa, slow down there a minute. This is clearly one gigantic misunderstanding.
ダンデリオンの
One I
学校
can
トン
clear
チキだ
up
な。
in the blink of an eye.
Shove your excuses up your ass. Sod off, or I'll split your skull.
話を聞くか、俺に頭を
My
割られる
friend
かね。
asked you nicely, so please be courteous in return and hear him out, or we'll settle this another way.
All right. So,
Hubio, right? Polly's told me so much about you. She said you're erudite and have an open mind.
you said that? Well, there's a truth to it.
さっきから腰を振るって言い過ぎなんだよな。指を振るみたいなのになってんじゃん。最後まで聞きなさい、話を。
Let him finish. There's no brothel involved.
You see, friend, Geralt just hit the nail on the head. For what you have there is the old publicity placard.
Old?
Very. From a time when my establishment was under different management. I, however, would never let any indecency take place in my cabaret. My very reputation precludes it.
So, what's all this about?
Your betrothed is a first-class artiste, and I want to offer her a position worthy of her talents. She's to be my choreographer, and that in turn means she'll receive a share of the proceeds from every performance she choreographs.
You mean to say coin?
And
コインって言ってるじゃん。
no flirting required. You have my word.
Suppose. In that case.
金の方に惹かれてない？
It's settled then. See you at the Rosemary, Polly.
てんてれてんてんてんてんてんって音楽好き。
I'm off. I'll catch up to you. Whew. Never expected that to go so well.
俺のおかげだ。うまくやったね。
You handled it well, Dandelion. Man was buddy in your hands once you called him erudite.
In negotiation, as in combat, the key is to find your opponent's weak spot and exploit it to the hilt.
So, time to head back?
I've still got to stop by Rotlex. Commissioned some new placards from him a while ago, but Hubio came across the old version. Plowing artists got some serious explaining to do.
ロートレック？
Who's Rotlick?
Never heard of him?
スタートレックとは違うのか？
Rotlick, famous portrait artist?
Commissioned a portrait artist to paint your placards?
Henry's an old friend, needed the coin. And I decided we needed new placards to promote the opening performance. Seats won't fill themselves, you know.
張り紙もらってく
I'll
る
go see Rotlick. You head back to the Rosemary. Priscilla will have my head.
Really? You'd go?
No, said that for the hell of it. Tell me where he lives.
Portside.
See you soon.
港のホーダーで終了するのすごいな。入っていい？わーい、アイテムだ。よし。サンキュー。じゃあな、お前んちの鍵もしっかり持っとくよ。てんてんてん。これが終わったらスケリティに行きたいね。新しいマップも新鮮だろうな。いや、ここのさ、ベレンもさ、あんまり全て見切ったっていうわけじゃないんだけど。商人群衆、何の話してんのこいつら。ああ、出国手続きみたいな。お、机の上に乗ってないぞ、ろうそくが。なるほどね、手続きも煩雑化しているのね。大変だわ。おい、ここどう行けばいいの？ 2階？ 2階じゃないよね。でも2階でもどっちに行けばいいんだ？ここか？ここじゃないの。反対側か。こうか。ごめん。その尻尾垂らしてる帽子って流行ってんの？なんで剣をぶら下げてんの？あ、関係ないやつか。
Not enough for everyone, so bugger off. Feeding time's first come, first served.
盗みを見過ごすことはできない。
Strange, don't recall asking your permission. Get him, Fred!
よし、オッケー。死ぬところだった。なんで剣抜かなかったの？屋内だから？
Damn it!
Placards.
There ain't no ploughing placards here.
And Rotlick, where's he?
Same place as always. Vehicle butter state. Losing his last crowns at the races.
See? Wasn't that easy? Could have said so right away.
あら、ビーゲルバット邸まで行くことになる。あれ？なんかクエストがある。あ、何？
What is it? We've a problem, Master Witcher. Mate of ours got injured, and we can't seem to find him.
盗賊？
Could bleed to death.
You tracked many a monster. Would you sniff our friend out as well? Willing to pay?
いいだろ
Why not? Short delay won't hurt.
う。時間ないんだけど。
Quick as you can, though. Poor lad needs help.
まあ命に関わることならね。
Any clues?
Yeah, he ran toward the port. Came out of the sewers.
Sewers? Should be an easy scent to follow.
閉ざされた町ノルビークラウド？何それ？その2って書かれてるけど、その1を見た覚えがないんだけど。匂いなんかどこにもないんだけど。ん？これは別の時にやろう。でもやんないと消えそうだよな。ゲラルト・トリスが駐屯地を襲撃しメンジを倒した後、ウィッチハンターは魔術師とあらゆる種類の異端者たちへの報復を決意した。少しでも耳や尖っているものやわずかでもオカルトの気配を持つものを探す武装集団が街にあふれかえった。匂いどこだ？こっちじゃない。ん？ごめんって。こっちか。見つけるのに時間がかかっ。ん？調べないといけないか。あ。もうこれを受けちゃったからごめん。ビーゲルワット邸は今度。ん？これも調べなきゃいけないやつじゃない？これでいいのか。で、こっちか。こっち行きゃいいのか。ん？
Blood. Fresh.
こっちかな？あ、こっちだ。ん？こっち？こっちじゃない。あ、こっちか。これだな。お前邪魔だよ。調査してるんだ。これは別に調べなくていいのか。ああ、俺のこと知ってんの？こっちか。
Gotcha, Olsen. That was 5 stone of the purest fish tech you put to the torch. Do you know what it was worth?
え？仲間じゃないの？手を出すな。
Leave him alone.
Wonder of wonders. A witcher defending a mage hunter. Next we'll have mice sticking up for cats.
I'm not joking.
Ain't ya? Fine, we'll talk serious then.
いってえだろうが。ほいほいほい。あとはお前だけだぞ、分かってっか。はい、終了。
I didn't expect help from the likes of you.
Shouldn't be so quick to judge, maybe. A lesson your colleagues could use, too.
Listen, I've lost much blood. I need a medic to patch me up. Quickly. Will you help?
分かった。
You hunters sure are polite when you need something. Fine. Do you a favor, against my better judgment. Give me your hand.
命は大事だからな。とか言って悪いやつだと思ったら速攻で殺すんだけどね。でも弱ってるやつを殺すのはな。ウィッチハンター、その寝方きつくない？まあ次はローズマリー&タイムの回想を終わらせるか。